This plot of land I'm standing on probably has no idea of the controversy around it.
The leadership is not doing their duty.
I'm stopping this right now.
It is unfair for me to be punished.
I'm Maggie Bryan on the west side of Colorado Springs, and I want to take you back to how all of this started. A developer is proposing to build a 200-unit apartment complex here on Garden of the Gods Road and North 30th Street. It's called Arrows West Apartments. Almost immediately, the plan received pushback from neighbors. Some say they're concerned about more traffic and wildfire evacuations if City Council approves the apartment.
The entire west side of this city that I love and I think is so amazing is really at a critical mass right now.
But now the issue has turned into a larger conversation about the appearance of conflicts of interest between the developer and City Council members.
3 members here at the dais have received $2,500 from Widener in their campaign for this office, and I think they should at least address that.
During Tuesday's council meeting, Councilman Dave Donaldson urged his colleagues to recuse themselves from voting on the apartment complex if they've received a donation from the developer. Campaign finance data shows 4 council members did receive a donation from Widener Apartment Homes. During the meeting, a city attorney said campaign contributions are not a conflict of interest. And Council President Randy Helms chimed in.
I absolutely believe this is impugning our council members' integrity up here, and I'm just not going to put up with that.
The disagreement on the dais led to this. A special meeting called next week to vote on censuring Councilman Donaldson for disorderly conduct and making false accusations of unethical behavior.
I think what is being done to me is unfair.
That brings us to today, when Councilman Donaldson called a news conference to talk about the back and forth.
It's fair for me as the representative of District 1 to ask that question.
Some of his supporters came to his side.
And it should be transparent. We should know who does that, and they should recuse themselves.
If they recuse themselves, that'd be the most fair thing they could do.
Our Allison Zimmerman was there and asked Mr. Donaldson about a donation he's received in the past.
We also found you accepted $500 from the owner of Pet City when you were running.
That's absolutely true.
And you voted against an ordinance that would have shut them down as a business. Should you have recused yourself?
Looking back on it, you know, I would have to think about it, but if a citizen or another council member had said, Councilman Donaldson, you received this donation, would you recuse yourself? Now, I think absolutely, I would.
Why didn't you disclose that when that vote was happening?
Let me just think for a second. You got me with the one gotcha question that was possible out of this whole thing, okay? Because there are no developer dollars on there. And that's really what we're talking about.
Council President Helms told News 5 in a phone call today that the Code of Ethics in the Colorado Springs Charter says campaign finance donations are not considered a conflict of interest.
To come on the dais and openly question an individual council member about that kind of thing puts in the minds of our citizens that something is wrong.
The special meeting to vote on whether or not to censure Councilman Donaldson is happening next Tuesday at 3:30 in the afternoon. We'll keep you posted. For now, in Colorado Springs, I'm Maggie Bryan, News 5.